Sup guys, it's Alex here, and welcome to another Bracketology video. This time around, I went ahead and created my own bracket. If you guys enjoy this one, I'll probably go ahead and make this a weekly thing. But going off of what's been happening in the college basketball world, I feel like this season's been crazy enough to where I should make my own bracketologies. Joe Lenardi's been a bit generous with a couple of his seedings, and then there's been some other crazy ones with CBS Sports and stuff like that. And so I thought, why not give my own thoughts? I'll go ahead and show you guys a quick rundown of this bracket, and then I'll go on Bracketify.com. The link for that will be in the description, and I'll show you guys who I think will actually win these matchups. Over here in the left region, I have Virginia being the 1 overall seed, and then Rhode Island's there as a 5, Texas A&M is an 8, Wichita State's the 6, Texas Tech is a 3, Creighton is a 7, and Auburn is a 2. I'm just going to give a quick rundown of the high seeds. Then we got over here the number 4 overall seed, Purdue, and Seton Hall, West Virginia, Arizona, Florida as a 6 seed. Joe Lenardi had them as a 4. Then we got North Carolina, Kentucky, and Cincinnati. Then the number 2 overall seed, we have Villanova. Then we got Nevada, St. Mary's, Ohio State, Miami, Florida, Kansas, Alabama, and Duke. And then over here in the right with the number 3 overall team, we got Xavier. And then we got Missouri as an 8 seed, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Michigan, Clemson, Arizona State, and Michigan State. Then the play-in games for the bubble teams. For an 11 spot, we have Providence versus USC, which I think that USC would probably end up winning that game. And for a 12 seed, we have UCLA and Kansas State, which I think UCLA would win that. Then the 16 seed, Savannah State and UNC Asheville have no clue at this point. Same thing with Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Nichols. They'd be playing for a 16 seed as well. And so go ahead and comment what your thoughts are based off this current bracketology that I have. If you think your team should be rated higher or I misseeded a couple teams, just let me know. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. If you guys want me to keep doing this moving on in the future, I can make this a weekly thing. Just let me know if you guys enjoy it or not. And so I'll put the link for the Bracketify video, or for the Bracketify bracket for you guys to vote in the description. Let's go ahead and get right into it. It will be titled the SuperCeltic24's Bracketology for February 12th. I can do weekly and be like 219 and stuff like that. So we got Virginia moving on past the winner of Savannah State and UNC Asheville. Then we got Texas A&M beating Butler. Rhode Island, oh wow, 22-0. Everybody thinks Rhode Island will win that matchup. We got them moving on there. Then same thing with Gonzaga and East Tennessee State. Got Gonzaga moving on. Then I think that NC State will end up upsetting Wichita State. Texas Tech will beat Belmont. Creighton will beat Houston. And then we got Auburn beating UC Santa Barbara. Purdue will beat Harvard. Then Seton Hall will beat TCU. West Virginia will lose to Vermont. Most people are picking Vermont to upset West Virginia, and I got Vermont as well. Arizona beating South Dakota State. Then I think New Mexico State will upset Florida. North Carolina will beat Montana, and then sadly Texas will beat Kentucky. I'm a huge Kentucky fan, but we're just not playing up to standards right now. We might not even make the tournament at this point, but we'll see what happens. Texas wins that one. And Cincinnati will beat Rider. Villanova will beat Wagner. I think Nevada will end up beating Virginia Tech there. St. Mary's will beat Loyola Chicago. Ohio State will beat Buffalo. Miami, Florida will beat Arkansas. Kansas will beat Charleston. Alabama will beat Washington, and then Duke will beat Florida Gulf Coast. Xavier will beat the winner of that play-in game. Missouri will beat Florida State. Oh, wow, 16-4. Most people think that Middle Tennessee is going to upset Oklahoma and Trae Young. I think so, too. Then Tennessee will beat Louisiana Lafayette. Michigan will beat the winner of Providence and USC. Clemson will beat Northern Kentucky. I think Louisville will beat Arizona State there, and then Michigan State will beat Bucknell. Then for a spot in the Sweet 16, we got Virginia moving on past Texas A&M. We got 2 stout teams there, or 2 stout defensive teams. Rhode Island and Gonzaga got Rhode Island moving on. And then Texas Tech will beat NC State. Auburn will beat Creighton. Purdue will beat Seton Hall. Arizona will beat Vermont. Now, I think New Mexico State pulls off the huge upset here and beats North Carolina. Cincinnati beats Texas. Villanova beats Nevada. Ohio State beats St. Mary's. Kansas beats Miami, Florida. And then Duke beats Alabama. And I think that Missouri with Michael Porter Jr. is going to upset Xavier right here. I think by the time that Missouri gets back, they're already an 8 seed without him. He was supposed to be their star player. I think that they move on here past Xavier. Tennessee will beat Middle Tennessee, a battle of the in-state rivals there. And then Michigan will lose to Clemson. I think Clemson beats Michigan there. Michigan State beats Louisville. Then for a spot in the Elite Eight, Virginia moves on past Rhode Island. Then Texas Tech beats Auburn. Purdue will beat Arizona. And then Cincinnati will beat New Mexico State. Then Villanova will beat Ohio State. Duke will beat Kansas. Then Missouri will beat Tennessee, and then Michigan State will beat Clemson. And then for a spot in the Final Four, we have Virginia versus Texas Tech. We got Virginia moving on in that one. Then Purdue will beat Cincinnati. Villanova will beat Duke. And then Michigan State will beat Missouri. Then for a spot in the national championship game, we got Virginia versus Purdue. Got Virginia moving on there. And then Michigan State will beat Villanova. And then a national championship game, Virginia and Michigan State. Until I see a little bit more consistency out of Michigan State, I think Virginia uses their stout defense to move on and win the national championship. So there you have it. Give me your thoughts on my bracketology and matchups and stuff like that. If you guys enjoy it, I'll be making some weekly ones. I might even make bi-weekly depending on if you guys enjoy it or not. But then there'd be about 3 or 4 bracketology videos a week. But if that's what you guys want to see, just let me know. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Be sure to leave your comments below. If you're new here, please subscribe. Get me to 1,000 subscribers so I can say a partner of the YouTube Partner Program. Like if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.